everyone, welcome back to multi-channel YouTube services and entertainments. There are some very important tips and tricks about the hybrid vehicles with hybrid synergy drive. So very basic things, and this one actually is important to save your battery life, how it works, how to recharge it, and it saves you pretty much a lot of headaches or so, just in case if you are new for the hybrid cars. So this Toyota Highlander 2009 Hybrid Limited, I had this about now almost a year, and I learned a lot of good things about the hybrid. First, this cover can be removed easily, just like pop-ups like that. You can see the liquid here, it's for battery. This liquid, it's actually make sure this liquid is all the time full, and it needs to be surfaced every maybe 10-15 years or so. So this is one important thing. However, this is all the component, the main motor and everything, and the computers. The most expensive parts to replace, to maintenance, just on hybrid, but it's the hybrid battery itself. They are very expensive. This particular one, it costs about almost $2,500 to buy, another $2,500 to install. So that's roughly about, plus there's $1,000 deposit for the environment or so. I don't know what's that for, but yeah, that's roughly it's going to cost you average from $5,000 to $7,000 to replace brand new hybrid battery. And so the tricks about always the hybrid battery, it is located in the back of the vehicle. Where are the battery located? And you can see here pretty much, if you remove everything here, and you will see the battery located all the way. You need to remove the seats, all the interiors, front sides, carpet, everything down until you reach the battery. And so that's the thing. The important tips and tricks about saving the battery life as much as possible. First of all, you need to start the car at least every 3-4 days, or at least maybe once every a week. Never leave the hybrid without starting for a very long time, otherwise the battery simply will not function really well. In the cold weather, it's also important to recharge the battery every 3-4 days or so, and the cold weather simply makes the battery life very short. So if you maintain in good battery, you need to start your vehicle, let the battery charge for about 30 minutes or so, and that way also save your live battery. Also, when you drive, how to save fuel economy, and to save a fuel. Basically, the simple is, so when I press on gas, the harder you press, of course, more acceleration, and then there will be two motor running in the same time. So the engine, the gas engine and the battery engine. The gas engine, it gives you about 230, something like that, 230 horsepower, and the motor, or battery motor, or the hybrid motor, gives you about 70 or 77 horsepower. Together, this vehicle, the hybrid Toyota Highlander 2009 Limited, it has about 300 horsepower altogether. So here are the press information, trip information. Basically, you can see now this is electrical motor and the engine, and this is the battery charging system. So sorry, I forgot to mention, there is two electrical motor, one in the back, one in the front. Each has about 33 horsepower. Together 70 horsepower. So yeah, something like that. I'm not quite sure about those numbers, but roughly about 70 or 77 horsepower, both of them. And this is the so now the vehicle is stopped. As you see, it's on EV mode here, EV mode. And so when you drive, actually, here's the important things to save about your gas. If of course, there is also you have economy and EV mode. The EV mode works only under 40 kilometers an hour. 40 kilometers an hour. If you drive under 40 kilometers an hour, you can activate the EV mode. If you drive above 40 kilometers an hour, this simply automatically disconnected. Economy mode, so when you press here, you can see now, I press on the economy mode, and here you see the economy mode. Economy mode is safe, it has a less horsepower, so when you press on gas, you can see the vehicle kind of, it has a really less horsepower, but it saves you fuel also. So that's a feature about the economy mode. If you press on this, I usually leave it off because the car kind of like when you accelerate, it kind of really heavy a little bit, so I leave it off. But the EV mode, as we mentioned, it has like limit up to 40 kilometers an hour, less than 40 kilometers an hour. If above, this will disconnect automatically. For driving mode, so the driving mode, as soon as like on the vehicle, the gas engine will keep running more, because if you activate more like an energy power, like for example your headlight is on, the heater is on, or in the summertime if the air condition is on, the gas engine will be running and until even though if you are parked, because simply if you activate the air conditioning, it needs a lot of power, so it will run on the engine, the gas engine. Heater also same thing, and runs on the gas engine. So the more or less you have like let's say heater is off, all the electrical, or if you drive at night, make sure this off. You know, there is auto mode here. This is auto mode, but also I keep it off, as you see. Now auto mode also, it has some light bulbs will be on, and that's consume little on the gas engine also. It keeps the gas engine running more. As you see, I got only about quarter life left, or charge power on a battery, the hybrid battery. But there are two ways to recharge the hybrid batteries, simply by when you drive. So when you drive, pushing on the gas, and of course, as the more you push, you got two engine running like in the same time, the electrical motor and the engine motor, gas engine motor. Both of them will show here or here in this screen too. So, and then if you release, like if you drive 60 kilometers an hour and release, you let the car drive just like going downhill. So the car basically will activate both the gas engine. The gas engine will be off. The EV mode, which is the electrical engine or motor, will be on. Same thing. So it drives the car and recharge the system, recharge the battery system also. If you drive in the highway also, so if you are not on like a cruise mode, here are the cruise mode, basically controlling speed and everything just by your foot. So if you press less on gas, every like few seconds, the computer system disconnect and reconnect, disconnect the gas engine and then reconnected every few seconds or so. And when it's disconnect, recharge your battery. When it's connected, it won't recharge your battery. And so the best way is to save on fuel is to not to accelerate more on gas. Let the vehicle drive kind of in normal mode, and that way you got your car will be running more likely on EV mode than the gas engine mode. And of course this will save you a lot of gas. I have tried myself this method, and it saves me like I used to put gas every a week or so, but after I tried this method, now almost like every 3-4 weeks, even a month, I put some fill it with gas. And this is a really cool way to save money when you drive on if you drive like normal, not to accelerate hard unless if it's necessary. But other than that, when you drive normal condition, like no going up hills or something like that, just normal condition in the city, or like 60 kilometers an hour or so, that way basically it has very efficient on gas. So if you drive, like if you drive this way and push the gas a little bit, of course, as soon as you start running the engine, both the engine, gas engine and motor, electrical motor, both will be running. And you'll see this shortly. I will demonstrate, drive a little bit, you'll see what I mean. And as soon as you let the, like release, not push too much on the gas pedal, you will see here on the screen the EV mode will be activated. And of course, after like 3, now still, as you see now, the engine off, the gas engine off, just on the EV mode. And as soon as you turn like the fan, now you will see the engine. Now the engine, shortly the engine will start, as you will see now. I put the air condition on. Let's see if it's running on the gas engine. So still not running on the gas engine, but shortly maybe. I'll just pause the video a little bit until I switch to the from EV mode to the gas engine. Okay, so just like I started the vehicle, and a minute later, now the gas engine is on, and because the battery is low, so it's now recharging. As I said, I put the air condition on. Otherwise, if I turn everything off, so I'm gonna turn the fan, air condition off. Now the computer automatically disconnect in a few seconds, and I'll pause the video a little bit until I'll see how long it takes to disconnect the gas engine from the charging, because now it's running. You see now it's disconnected. Yeah, it's the gas engine is already disconnected, even though the battery now EV mode is on. And so that's how recharging. Now the vehicle parked, the battery is low, and you have to turn something on, like air conditioning, or in the summer, or the heat in the winter, and then the vehicle will start the engine and recharge the battery, even the vehicle if it's parked. But how long it takes to charge this battery? If the vehicle parked, it takes a little longer. Maybe I would say like 5 minutes, maybe more or less, something like that. It depends on because this vehicle, and mostly the Highlander, has very sophisticated computer. This computer is very smart, knows when to recharge, knows when to stop. So even though like you drive the car, but the system basically will control all the electrical, when it's need to be charged, when it's disconnected, and so on. But when you drive the vehicle, no, it'll charge very fast. Like as you see now, it is almost like 2 lines left, and that means the battery here is 2 lines left. So the battery has very low voltage. But when I drive in just about 3-4 minutes or so, this will increase morely until you see the green, more green. We'll talk about the colors shortly. You'll see more green here until it's full charge. So when you drive in about 60 kilometers an hour or so, push hard on accelerator, this will charge the system very fast, about 3-4 minutes or so. But if in a highway, if you drive like 100 kilometers an hour or more, also will charge the battery even faster, because the engine is running on high speed. So the charging the alternator or the charger system will charge the battery even faster. And after, when you charge the battery, then the automatic system or the computer will take over, disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect every few seconds, like every 3-4 seconds or so. Disconnect the engine, even if you drive 100 kilometers an hour, and then reconnect the system back again, and so on. And sometimes you see gas engine running. Sometimes you see the battery, EV mode battery running every 3-4 seconds if you drive 100 kilometers an hour. If you drive about in a city, you are like maximum usually about 60 or 50 kilometers an hour. That way the car will basically run more on the EV mode, more likely on the engine mode. So like all I'm saying, I mean is this, the hybrid battery, this particular car, it has more save gas when you drive in a city, more on the highway. On average, about I would say about 7 liter every 100 kilometers if you drive in a city. But if you drive in the highway, no, it'll be about roughly 9, 10, or it depends on the route condition too. If you drive in up hills, both engine will be running, both of them. That way it gives you more horsepower. The gas engine and the battery engine, you'll see on running if you drive on up hills. And as soon as the road become flat, you'll see only activated EV mode, and the gas engine will be disconnected. The computer charging system will control the vehicle. And so right now I'll just go for a drive a little bit. You see about the charging system, how it works. And so just here we go. And by the way, so there's, like, as you see, the four-wheel drive, this is another video. I'll make another video about explaining the best as my knowledge or so, what I know about. As you see now, it's four-wheel drive, right? And by the way, I forgot to mention about the colors. The purple, it has very low voltage. Green, it is really good condition battery. Yellow, maybe it's cautious. Like yellow is not good sign for battery. The yellow, it's simply now it's vehicle activated on front wheel drive, and this is another system. It controls the wheels, like four-wheel drive, second wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and so on. I'll make another video about that, but for now just talking about the hybrid system, charging, saving on battery, how to save your battery, and how to save the gas, which is very important, especially nowadays gas has become really expensive. And as soon as you move, you'll see the vehicle on four-wheel drive shortly, and like when you accelerate about 40 kilometers an hour or 60, now it's second-wheel drive also. See, when I release from the gas, now you see the engine, the vehicle it's recharging. See, now I release my foot from the gas pedal, and now it's the vehicle charging. If you drive in very, very slow mode, if you press again, the engine is activated, and release, now it's charging. You can tell very easy by the those arrow drawing, and you'll see. And that's how basically works. And so yeah, now vehicle stopped. See, now you can see it's charging fast too, and within very short time, and about, if I keep driving in about 5 minutes, this battery will be fully charged completely. Still running on gas because the battery is low, so the computer trying to recharge the battery even though if your vehicle is parked or stopped completely. See, now the colors change, and the line, the purple line now gone. Now you see only 3 blue lines, so that means the battery is charging. One becomes full, like this screen, only green and purple. This one, however, has only the green. And if you see, like as I said, some vehicles show yellow. The yellow, it's not a good sign for the hybrid batteries. Even though if you see, now right now I'm driving slow, like about 10 kilometers an hour or so, and you can see in EV mode, because as we mentioned, if you drive slow, the car will drive on EV mode more than gas engine And always when the vehicles, as soon as you start your vehicle moving, you see now four-wheel drive activate and by itself. So even though I'm driving really slow here, and you'll see the press on gas, if you accelerate more, and see now activating. If you turn it left or right, the four-wheel drive also will activate, and so on. And that's why this vehicle is really great. Very, very smart system, controls the vehicle completely without you doing nothing, just driving and the vehicle controlling electrically and mechanically. So now the vehicle, because I'm driving slow here, as soon as you see it's on drive mode, I parked, and it's on EV mode. But if you drive like 60 kilometers an hour, this battery will charge very fast. There's a lot of traffic construction. I couldn't drive more than 40 kilometers an hour. But also, just to tell you how this system works and how to save in gas normally. So you see now, I start moving. Now both engine, if you accelerate, you'll see both engine is running. As soon as you accelerate more power, both engine is on. And if you remove your pedal, your foot from the gas, and now it's on EV mode, and start on EV mode until you press the gas a little bit, and now it's, you see, now it's charging. So you see now it's, the system is charging. I'm driving 20 kilometers an hour, and so on. So that's how simple it is to save your gas, not to accelerate more. Move, like try to remove your foot from the gas and get your foot very close to the brake, just in case of emergency. Leave the vehicle normal drive, and you'll see you save a lot of gas on this method. I tried it myself, and I saved almost, I used to go to gas station every week, now I go every month, which is, that's why the hybrid vehicle are really economy vehicles. And besides that, you also, like we mentioned, we have economy mode, and you know, this economy mode has if I activate now, you'll see now on the screen it says economy mode, and now you'll see it has very less power because you put it on manual now. Now you see the economy mode is on, but the vehicle has very less power. But if you press on, leave this economy on and press on EV mode. Now it says here the EV mode is not it's not available because the battery is not charging. See, if I press on EV mode, it says not available because the battery is not charging. As soon as the battery is fully charged, yeah, still EV mode is not available. The battery is not charging. As soon as the battery is fully charged, the EV mode has to be less than 40 kilometers an hour. If you drive more, the EV mode will disconnect it automatic. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please support our channel, like and share. Check out other videos in our multi-channel. You may like a video. Also consider like, subscribe and share. All the best. Okay, so right now, as you see, the battery has very low voltage. The purple, 2 lines purple, that means that's very low, and right now it's 812. So I'll drive and see how long it takes to recharge the battery. And as we mentioned, if you drive about 60 kilometers an hour with non-stop, the battery will charge even faster. But here are just normal like traffic and, you know, stopping, and so, and like as we mentioned, if you remove your foot from the gas pedal or the gas accelerator, the car will saves you a lot of time, a lot of money on gas, and the car will still move, like you know, because it has EV mode. So and right now I'm driving about 50 kilometers an hour, and you'll see here how to, like, a computer switch automatic. See, gas engine. I press on gas. Now it's the gas engine, and 50 kilometers an hour. Now I release the gas. Now it's on charging, EV mode charging system. This is still on the 2-line purple, and now it's moved to blue. 3 lines blue. That means it's starting charging now, and it's been about 2 minutes. 2 minutes so far. This also, the vehicle stopped, and now it's charging. Now I just start driving. You can see now, see, both the computer switch automatically. So if you go up a little bit, both engines will be on. If the road is smooth, normal and flat, only one engine. I release my foot, and now you see it's on EV mode and charging. So the vehicle starts moving, not like slow, and this, even though like my foot is off the gas now, and you see that's why I mentioned how to save gas. And the vehicle is moving in normal speed. Now I press on gas again. Now I'm driving 60 kilometers an hour. You see now the battery start. It's been about 3 minutes. Now it's half charge. Now I release my foot from the gas. Now it is charging very fast. See, even though if you remove your foot from the gas, the car will still drive for about another few kilometers if you have normal flat condition road. And as soon as you remove your foot from the gas, simply the computer switch automatically to EV mode. The EV mode, you can see in the screen, it does 2 in 1. It drives the vehicle and recharge your battery. See, now I remove my foot, the vehicle starts on driving slowly, very, very slowly. The vehicle decrease the speed, decreasing the speed. But yeah, so that's how the system, hybrid system, recharging the battery. Now the vehicle drives about 30 kilometers an hour, and it's still the vehicle is moving in decreasing speed very slowly, and as you see, is recharging, and it's now 17 minutes. It's been about just about 5 minutes, and it's just over because we had to stop. Every time we stop, no charge. See, now it's stop charging, nothing, because the vehicle is stopped. But if you keep driving continuous for about 60 kilometers an hour, and as I mentioned, if you release your foot from the gas, this charge the battery faster. It saves you a lot of gas, and of course the vehicle decreasing speed very, very slowly if you are driving on flat road. And this is also a very important tip. Question is, people ask how long the hybrid battery will last. This depends on the conditions and the maintenance. As we mentioned in the beginning of the video, driving condition, you have to not leave the car without start the vehicle from time to time. Cold weather also affect the battery, but after a search on Google and so on, I found out the Toyota Highlander Hybrid, the longest battery life it has among all the hybrid cars, will last roughly about 10 or 15 years. As I mentioned, this vehicle is 2009, and we are in 2021. And also this vehicle is just about 11 years old, and the battery is still in good condition, still the original battery though. So right now I remove my foot, and you see the vehicle decreasing speed very slowly, and still charging the battery, and gives you less power to see now. Even in a flat road you can drive very long distance by just using the method release the gas, let the vehicle drive slowly, and see now we're going uphill a little bit, and the car is basically charging. Now I release my foot from the gas, and you see now the car, it's accelerating normal and recharging also the battery. So right now it's 21. So far it's been about almost 7-8 minutes or so. You see now the color change and became like kind of light green. That means the battery, it's fully charged. And that's the coolest thing about the hybrid. It charges really super fast, 7 minutes almost, and the battery, it is fully charged. But you see right now it's the computer, as soon as the battery is fully charged, the computer switch automatically to EV mode. And see now I can activate the EV mode. See, when I press on EV mode, actually the EV mode, you gotta drive at least like 40 kilometers an hour maybe, or yeah, 40 maybe. Let's see. It still tells me not available for some reason. I don't know why, but let's see. Maybe. See, right now it's I'm driving about 20 kilometers an hour, but the EV mode still not activate for some reason. Okay, now as soon as you pass 30 kilometers an hour, the EV mode will activate. And here are the EV mode. You see that? So the car has to drive just about 30 kilometers an hour, and you can activate the EV mode. The EV mode will simply the car drive on the completely only the battery. See, now it won't charge because the EV mode preventing the system from charging to the battery. Only on the car runs completely on battery, on electrical battery only. If I disconnect the EV mode, two ways, either by pressing or pushing the gas. You see, when I push the gas, okay, right now it's automatic disconnect because the EV mode only activate if you drive about 30 kilometers an hour in normal flat condition road, and that's how it works. So that's how simple it is. And you can see now, see, I removed my foot again. The car is still decreasing speed very slowly, and that save me on gas, and save me also recharging my battery very quickly. And if I press on gas again, see now the system, both the engine and the electrical motor works. But you see all this happening just by the computer in this vehicle. It controls pretty much all the electrical components and all the electrical and the mechanical movements and everything, such as the four-wheel, all-wheel system, stuff like that. And that's really cool about the Highlanders, specifically like from 2004 and above. The new ones now even they have really very useful, sophisticated computer system. And so that's it for this video, and thank you so much again for watching. All the best, and see you next video.